Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. This device has a broken screen, so this is why I'm going to replace it with this one. This is a new screen for Galaxy S24 Ultra, and the frame is here. I have a few components already attached to the frame of the device, but I still need a little bit of cleaning on the inside before closing the device. So in order to start with the screen replacement of this Galaxy S24 Ultra, I need to open the back and start from there. The first thing to do is to hit the back glass of this S24 Ultra with a heat gun. After hitting the device, I will need a suction cup in order to start pulling the back glass and remove it. The back glass of this device is in excellent condition, so I will try my best to preserve it and not break it. You can see the back glass is starting to get lifted if you have the right temperature on the device. So after this, I'm gonna insert a guitar pick. The guitar pick is inside. So I'm going to insert a metal tool as a placeholder here before I continue with the heating of the device. So now I'll continue with the guitar pick. Just a small portion of the guitar pick inserted, and continue to move along from the bottom going up. Near the cameras, make sure that you do not insert the guitar pick far inside, and you continue all the way to the top. I can now remove this since I know that the back glass is not going to close again. The next step is to hit this side of the S24 Ultra, this and the top. Again, you take the guitar pick and start move it on the sides of the device. Make sure that you do not insert the guitar pick far inside to avoid any damage to any of the flex cables on the inside. So just like this. So the only thing remaining is the top of the S24 Ultra. So take the guitar pick, put it here, and move it on top of the device. So it's all done. I can now open it, and here is the S24 Ultra, and the back glass is completely off. Let's remove the double-sided tape that we are no longer going to use, and we can continue with the removal of all the components on the inside of this device. So from here, what you need to do is to remove all the screws at the bottom, these two, and all the screws on top here around the motherboard and on the motherboard. After that, we can start removing component piece by piece. There is one screw here which is of black color, and there are these two. Those three screws are different from the other ones. You need to disconnect the flex cable first. Here, disconnect with your finger. Then you can start peeling off the wireless charging coil. If you pull hard enough, it is going to come off with the loudspeaker attached to the bottom. So the next step is to remove the battery cable. The battery cable is this one. Disconnect the battery cable. Then I can start disconnecting all the other cables that are connected to the motherboard and also on the charging module at the bottom and here on the screen. So this one first, then the one for the screen, then this one to the charging module. I have this one for the 5G antenna. Here, in order to remove this, you can simply pull and just remove it. I can start disconnecting the flex cables that are located on this area. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after that, I can remove the speaker, the front speaker, which is this one. Then disconnect the front-facing camera from the motherboard. Here, that's disconnected. Then I can remove the motherboard. Motherboard of the S24 Ultra. Here it is. So after the motherboard, I need to remove the battery, remove 3 screws here in order to have access to the charging module. And for this 5G antenna, you just pull also to remove it. Okay, I remove all the screws at the bottom of the device. SIM card tray removed. I can now remove the charging module. Just lift and remove. Charging module of the S24 Ultra. So after the charging module here, I do have the battery. The battery removal process is not very difficult, but you need to use the pull tab first to see if it is going to work. If the pull tab is not working, you can still use alcohol to help you remove the battery. So let's do the pull tab first. For the pull tab, you need to undo the pull tab here. After you've done this, just like this, you need to pull this plastic and the battery is going to pop out. So let's do it. Start pulling. On the first try, the battery got out very easily. Sometimes it doesn't get out easy, but this was very good. So after this, I can simply remove the battery this way. The battery with the double-sided tape on the back. So here's the battery with the pull tab all in place. So with this one, I can simply reuse the battery just like this without adding any glue or any double-sided tape on the frame of the new screen. So this is out. For the rest of the components here, I'm not going to remove these or the front-facing camera since I have them on the new screen. If the new screen didn't come with this or the S Pen, I will simply put a little bit of heat on here and then pry out this flex cable and use the S Pen that comes with the original device. For the front-facing camera, you need to cut the tape or the glue that is here and there. Then you can start pulling the front-facing camera and remove it safely. If you try to remove it just like this, most likely you're going to damage the front-facing camera. And you can even see here the point of impact is here, and you can see a small bump on the inside here on the thermal chamber. The new screen, I need a little bit of cleaning for the new screen. Remove some of the double-sided tape and cleaning here. So I'm gonna remove this also since I have the battery that comes with it already. Just like this, and remove all the excess tape that are still inside the frame of your Galaxy S24 Ultra. So after the cleaning, it will be time to reinstall everything that I removed out of this S24 Ultra, and then I'm gonna turn the device on and see if this screen works and continue from there. So I have put everything back on the inside of the S24 Ultra. I just need to put the screws, but I'm gonna connect the battery and test the screen to see if everything is working. The battery cable is on, so it is time to turn the device on and see if the screen is good. It's on. And also this will be a chance to test the S Pen, make sure that it is working on the new screen. You can see everything seems to be good. So what about the S Pen? S Pen could not connect S Pen. So as you can see, the new screen is working properly. There is no issue. And also I can test the camera. The camera is working. The zoom is also working, meaning that everything is working good on the device. All the cameras are zooming and in focus. S Pen removed 20%. Air action is on. The S Pen is working properly. There is no issue with the S Pen. So it is time to turn the device off and put all the screws back on. After that, I have the loudspeaker to install and also the charging module that goes above the battery. The wireless charger. So here is all the flex cables connected. The next thing is to install the wireless charger, and then I can add all the remaining screws. Connect the flex cable for the wireless charger, and then the only thing left is the screws on top and also those here. So here's the final result. I have reinstalled everything on the back of this S24 Ultra. All the components are on. The only thing missing is the back cover. The device is turning on. Screen is here and working. This is the back glass that I removed. It is in perfect shape, so I just need to add B7000 on the back here or B7000 on the inside of the device and then close the device. Make sure that you understand that if you do any repairs, until you certify the device to be IP68 or any type of water resistance, make sure that you do not submerge your device underwater because you do not know if it is or it is not. So here is the B7000 that I'm going to use. If you have to do a screen replacement on your Galaxy device, you may as well get another back glass, a new back glass, instead of reusing this one. That's a possibility. The back glass is not very expensive and you will have a new back glass with double-sided tape on the back. If you go this way, you have to use B7000 in order to seal the back of the device. So for that, I'm gonna place a small layer of B7000 all around the frame of the device and then close the back glass and seal everything. So here's the S24 Ultra with B7000 on the frame of the device for the back glass. You can see I have B7000 all around. So after that, I'm just going to close the device. Any spilled B7000 can be removed later when it had cured, so in a few minutes. If you've done it right also, you may not see a lot of B7000 spill on the back. So after closing the device, I need to add repair clamps that are going to apply constant pressure so that the B7000 and the back glass, everything binds together very strong. So after doing this, I'm going to let the device with all the clamps on for at least 20 minutes. Then I can come back and remove the clamps.